There is a new mistress in the castle, and Kate Middleton has been told in no uncertain terms that she must know her place. These chilling words have sent shockwaves through the corridors of Buckingham Palace, hinting at a brewing storm between the two most powerful women in the British monarchy. Hello, dear viewers, and thank you for joining us as we delve into the latest, most gripping developments within the House of Windsor. Before we uncover the layers of this royal Cold War, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the lives of the royals. The golden gates of the palace often hide more than they reveal, but recently the whispers have become too loud to ignore. We are witnessing what many insiders are calling a delicate power struggle, a quiet but fierce competition for the hearts and minds of the British public. On one side, we have Queen Camilla, a woman who has spent decades navigating the treacherous waters of public opinion to finally stand by King Charles's side as his consort. On the other, we have Catherine, the Princess of Wales, the Queen-in-Waiting, whose popularity seems to know no bounds. Recent reports from sources close to the palace suggest that the atmosphere has grown increasingly tense. The central issue? A growing fear that Kate Middleton is inadvertently, or perhaps intentionally, according to some, overshadowing the current queen. According to reports featured in OK magazine, the narrative surrounding Kate's preparation for her future role has not sat well with those in Camilla's inner circle. There is a sense of unease that the Princess of Wales is being positioned as the savior of the monarchy a bit too early, leaving Queen Camilla in the shadows just as she has reached the pinnacle of her royal journey. An insider speaking on the condition of anonymity revealed the depth of this concern. There is growing unease that people close to Kate are pushing the narrative too far, too fast. By speaking so confidently about her future as queen, they risk eclipsing Camilla at a time when she is actively fulfilling the role and deserves full recognition. It is a classic tale of the rising star versus the established matriarch. While Camilla is working tirelessly alongside King Charles, fulfilling a grueling schedule of engagements and state duties, the media's gaze often remains fixed on Kate. The criticism from Camilla's camp is subtle but pointed. One source noted that the way Kate is being praised often implies a deficiency in Camilla. Even if no slight is intended, they explained, the way this is being framed inevitably suggests that Camilla falls short in areas being praised in Kate. That perception is unfair and understandably painful for those who see the work Camilla puts in. It's a heartbreaking sentiment for a woman who has fought so hard for her place in the family. However, those within Kate's circle are quick to leap to her defense. A close friend of the princess revealed that Catherine would be deeply uncomfortable with any suggestion that she was trying to outshine her mother-in-law. For Kate, it isn't about the spotlight or the titles, it's about the work. The Princess of Wales has carved out a very specific niche for herself, focusing heavily on early childhood development and various social initiatives. Her Shaping Us campaign is her passion project, aimed at highlighting the critical importance of the first 5 years of a child's life. Kate has a strong respect for the established order, the friend insisted. She fully accepts that her role now is to support, not to compete. She is far more interested in creating lasting social change than in titles or rank. Her supporters argue that her focus on these long-term goals is what makes her so respected, and they feel this dedication deserves acknowledgement without being framed as a slight against the Queen. Yet, they also acknowledge the reality of the situation. There will come a time when Catherine's future role is formally celebrated, but accelerating that conversation now only creates unnecessary friction within the family. This Cold War of perceptions has reportedly left Prince William and Kate looking for an escape. When the pressure of the palace becomes too much, where do the future king and queen go to find solace? This week, the answer was the breathtaking peaks of the French Alps. In a move to decompress and spend quality time away from the prying eyes of the London press, William and Kate jetted off for a mini vacation to the exclusive Courchevel ski resort, nestled in the stunning Tarentaise Valley. Courchevel is known as a playground for the elite, but for the Waleses it was a chance to be a normal couple, or as normal as a future king and queen can be. Staff at a luxurious hotel in the resort were charmed by their presence. One staff member told the Mail's Harriet Keene that the couple had a very nice time and were very polite throughout their stay. It's a testament to their character that even in their private moments, they maintain the grace and decorum expected of their station. Harriet Keene described the couple's appearance on the slopes as immaculate. Even in their ski gear, they managed to look every bit the royal pair. Another witness at a local restaurant couldn't hide their excitement, saying, "I couldn't believe I was having lunch in the same restaurant as Kate and William. They looked adorable in their beanie hats." It's these glimpses of their human side, wearing beanies, enjoying a quiet lunch, being polite to waitstaff, that endears them so deeply to the public. But even on the snowy slopes of France, the reality of their complicated destiny is never far away. Royal commentator Jenny Bond recently spoke to the Mirror about the unique challenges the Wales family faces, particularly regarding their three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Unlike most families, there is no total equality among the siblings because of the nature of the British throne. They can't pretend that there is total equality between their three children because one of them is going to be the ultimate top dog, the king, Bond remarked. And that obviously creates different issues for each child. George, as the heir, carries a weight that his younger siblings do not. Charlotte and Louis, while beloved members of the firm, will have to find their own paths in the shadow of the crown. Kate, ever the mindful mother, is doing her best to ensure all her children grow up with a sense of normalcy and shared experiences. She has spoken openly about their love for sports, particularly rugby. During a recent engagement, she shared that young Lewis is already playing touch rugby. "Rugby is so accessible," she noted. "Actually, they shouldn't necessarily need to push boys and girls in particular sports too early." She even shared a lighthearted anecdote about the growing strength of her eldest son. "Obviously, as they get physically stronger, George now, if we play at home, I do not want to get tackled by George, but up to a certain age, I think it's great." These stories of backyard rugby matches and childhood games offer a stark contrast to the heavy discussions of undermining authority and eclipsing the Queen. As the Waleses return from their brief respite in France, they return to a palace that is still navigating the transition of a new reign. The relationship between Kate and Camilla will likely remain under the microscope for years to come. Is it a case of two women simply trying to do their best in impossible circumstances? Or is there a genuine rivalry brewing beneath the surface? History has shown us that the transition of power within the monarchy is rarely without its bumps. Queen Camilla has earned her place through years of loyalty and service to Charles, and it is understandable that her supporters want her to have her moment in the sun. Simultaneously, Kate Middleton represents the future, a modern, relatable face for a centuries-old institution. Balancing the respect for the current queen with the excitement for the future queen is a tightrope walk that the palace must navigate carefully. The rumors of a Cold War might be exaggerated by the tabloids, but the underlying tension is rooted in a very real structural reality of the monarchy. There is only one throne, and the spotlight is a finite resource. For now, Kate seems content to focus on her children and her social work, while Camilla continues to stand as the king's primary support. But as the Shaping Us campaign grows and Kate's influence expands, the questions will persist. How does a Princess of Wales support a queen without overshadowing her? How does a mother prepare one son for a throne while ensuring her other children feel equally valued? And how does a royal family maintain its unity when the world is constantly trying to tear them apart or pit them against one another? We have seen the Duke and Duchess of Sussex depart the royal fold, citing the pressures and the invisible contract with the press. The remaining working royals are under more pressure than ever to present a united front. Any hint of discord between Camilla and Kate is a threat to that unity. As we look at the images of William and Kate in their adorable beanie hats in the French Alps, we see a couple trying to hold on to their joy amidst the heavy expectations of their roles. They are a couple who understand that their every move is analyzed, every smile scrutinized for hidden meaning. The story of the new mistress in the castle and the princess who must know her place is a dramatic narrative, certainly. But perhaps the truth is more nuanced. Perhaps it is simply the story of a family in transition, trying to honor the past while embracing the future. What do you think, dear viewers? Do you believe Kate is intentionally overshadowing Queen Camilla? Or is she simply a victim of her own popularity? Do you think the palace is right to be concerned about the narrative being pushed by Kate's supporters? And how do you feel about the complicated destiny awaiting Prince George and his siblings? The lives of the royals never fail to fascinate us, and we will be here to bring you every update, every insight, and every hidden detail as the story unfolds. The drama behind the palace walls is a reflection of the challenges we all face in our own families. Power, legacy, and the struggle to find our own identity within a larger structure. To further understand the gravity of these rumors, we must look back at the history of the relationship between these two women. When Kate first entered the royal family, Camilla was one of the few who could truly understand the pressure of being an outsider coming into the inner sanctum of the Windsors. In those early years, it was often reported that Camilla offered Kate advice on how to handle the media and the rigors of royal life. There was a sense of mentorship, a bond forged in the shared experience of being joined to the most famous family in the world. However, as the years passed, the dynamics shifted. Kate flourished in her role, becoming a fashion icon and a respected advocate for mental health and children's welfare. Her marriage to William has been seen as a pillar of stability for the monarchy. Camilla, too, has seen a remarkable transformation in her public image. Once the most vilified woman in Britain, she is now respected for her stoicism, her sense of humor, and her unwavering support of King Charles. The tension arises because, for the first time, both women are operating at the peak of their influence simultaneously. Camilla is the queen, the highest-ranking female in the land. Kate is the Princess of Wales, the most popular royal according to many polls. In the past, the hierarchy was clear. The Queen Mother, then Queen Elizabeth II. There was a generational gap that allowed for a clear distinction in roles. Today, the gap between Camilla and Kate is smaller in terms of their active presence in the public eye. When Kate's team speaks about her preparing for her future role, it serves as a reminder that Camilla's time as queen is, in the grand timeline of the monarchy, a transitional period. It's a harsh reality of the hereditary system, but it is a reality that can cause friction in the present. The trip to the French Alps, therefore, wasn't just a holiday, it was a strategic retreat. For William and Kate, it was a way to step out of the boxing ring that the media has created around them and Camilla. In the Tarentaise Valley, they weren't the future of the monarchy. They were just a mother and father teaching their children to ski, enjoying the crisp mountain air, and finding a moment of peace. The mention of Courchevel is significant. It is a place of immense beauty but also immense privacy. It allows the royals to disappear in a way that is impossible in London or even at Windsor. The immaculate appearance that Harriet Keene noted is part of the royal brand. Never a hair out of place, even on a black diamond run. But the adorable beanie hats represent the side of them they want to protect, the side that belongs only to their family. As we consider the words of Jenny Bond regarding the top dog status of Prince George, we see the next layer of this royal puzzle. The cycle of hierarchy and the potential for sibling rivalry or feelings of inadequacy is something the Waleses are clearly working hard to mitigate. By involving all the children in sports like rugby, they are fostering a sense of teamwork and shared struggle that transcends their future titles. Kate's comment about George's strength, "I do not want to get tackled by George," is a charming motherly observation, but it also hints at the growing young man he is becoming. He is no longer just a toddler in a formal portrait. He is a future king who is literally and figuratively finding his strength. In conclusion, the Cold War at the palace may be a mix of truth and tabloid sensationalism, but it highlights the very real pressures of life within the royal family. It is a world where every gesture is a message, every trip is a statement, and every success can be seen as a threat to someone else's position. As we watch Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine navigate these waters, we see two women of great character trying to find their way. One is securing her legacy, the other is building her future. In the end, the survival of the monarchy depends on both of them succeeding. What are your thoughts on the relationship between these two royal women? Do you think the media is creating a conflict where none exists? Or do you see the signs of tension yourself? We invite you to share your wisdom and observations in the comments section. Your insights are what make our community so special. Thank you once again for joining us for this extended look into the lives of the British royals. We hope this has provided you with a deeper understanding of the complexities behind the headlines. Stay tuned for our next report, where we will continue to bring you the stories that matter from the heart of the monarchy. Until next time, we wish you all the best. This is your host, signing off. Thank you for watching.